that the DLR did have. Thank you for starting with DLR. The Docklands Light Railway was started up in 1987. The Queen and the London and the leadership had to do an experimental trial, driverless train. So if you are in London, East London or Southeast London, you know what DLR is. And you will know that when it started, there was not one single driver. But the special agents report, which is now public, by the way, said the full operation, because if it's made public, some of us, some members of and some of people like my age will not use means. Why? Because we are used to seeing a train driver. So if we now get there is no driver, psychologically, we will be afraid. May go some it. So it has since 1987. Okay. I want to ask another question. Of all of us on this chat, how many of us use AI? Type AI if you use AI. If you don't use AI, type never. Please go on the chat box now. Type. I need to know. The audience is here. Thank you. Type AI if you've ever used AI. Now, thank you. Thank you. Benga, thank you. How many of us? Never. Samuel, you said you've never used AI. Okay, thank you. Olumide said, thank you. Please, I need a survey. I need all of you to type either never. Okay. Those of you that typed never, thank God for you. I'm going to give you a free ticket to come to LSE, the London School of Economics, on Tuesday. Although those of you that also type AI, you're welcome. Somebody lying to you, because if you have an Oyster card and you have ever used the DLR, you have used AI. Number one. Number two, when you type in Microsoft Word and you misspell anything, what tells you spelling? Like now, if I was typing on Microsoft Word and type entrepreneur and forgot to put the P there, Microsoft would tell me I forgot to put a P there. Ladies and gentlemen, that was AI. That was not Steve Jobs. So I need everybody here to be on the same page and understand one certain fact, that this technology that has come your time. So please, I don't want you to say it came my time, therefore I am not interested. All of us on this call, for showing this in, of course, I'm going to give you some bonuses at the end. I need all of you to go on your Google now. Google. If you're on this call, go to Google or any of your favorite search engine. I want you to go on now and type these words. Type Princess Diana. Princess Diana inside your Google search box. And next to Princess Diana, type in Professor Chris Imafidon. Please go on your Google, because this exercise is an important task. Transform you, and then you become an AI entrepreneur. That means somebody that is generating income equal or bigger than what you are doing now. It might be business income, it might be income. But what I'm trying to tell you is that we are able to double our current incomes just by tools. And I'm giving you now is Princess Diana, then Professor Chris Imafidon. And anybody, if you have done on me, and tell us what you saw on your Google, the first page of Google, when you type Princess Diana and Professor Chris Imafidon.
Prof, it shows Princess Diana AI, and what is showing is Princess Diana, an African portrait on a told story of how.
Okay. So what that is telling you, if you click on that book, all of you click on the book that they said I wrote. Everybody in the world said I wrote that book on Princess Diana because of the charitable work she did while she was with us here on earth. But if you click on the book, and I want to show everybody now on this call, I'm going to do it here. I need you to do it so that you see it for yourself. You won't, it's professor that is showing you, that told you so. I want you to see for yourself that the book written by Princess, written on allegedly by me, was not really a book that I wrote. Let me share my screen with you so that you see some of the things I'm trying to tell you. If you did a search on Princess Diana now, my name on it, this is what you are going to see. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see me to do it? Can you see what you saw here? If you click on this book and you click on the book cover says this book was written by Professor Chris Immaculate. But the truth is that this book, not one word, it was me or typed by me. This book has become a bestseller. Look at this book. I put it Want it to be a New York Times bestseller, right? It original, must be original. How many chapters do we want it to be? Original and contain, like, let's say 10 chapters, and contain 10 chapters. 10 chapters. And what audience do we want it for? New general audience, and it should be for the average, because you don't want to, let's not write for a specialist audience, for the average adult. Okay, for the average adult. Okay. Now put your stopwatch. Who has stopwatch? I want somebody to put the stopwatch on now. Please put the stopwatch on, and I'm going to hit it.
Hello, Prof. We are not seeing.
We can't see anything. The screen is blank, please.
Okay, let's start again. Want it to be a New York Times bestseller, right? If you can see, can you see the screen now? The original. Okay. Now, can you read what I wrote there? How many chapters do we want it to be? Frequently asked questions and answers at, and contain, like, let's say 10 chapters, and contain about 10 chapters. Anti-money laundering and counterfeit terrorist financing. 10 chapters. Please generate a book outline which can become a New York Times bestseller. And what audience do we want it for? General audience, and it should. So can everybody see that? Be for. Can you all see that? If you can see that, average, because you don't want to. Let's not write for specialist audience. For the average, yeah. Adult Google, and now we are going to do it. You now see why I don't use Google anymore. Okay, for my students, for the average adult, analyze them. Thank you. You can see it now. So I'm going to type adult. Now I want you to take your clock or your stopwatch and press it now. I'm going to count down from 5 to 0. When I press 0, now you press your stopwatch. Put your stopwatch. Who has stopwatch? I want somebody to put the stopwatch on now. My AI, please put the stopwatch on the book chapters. Right, and I'm going to hit it. Let's count down. 5.
Hello, Prof. We are not seeing.
We can't see anything. 3, the screen is blank.
1. Okay, and then 0. Let's start again. I'm hitting it now. I hit it. The blue knob. Want it to be a New York Times bestseller. Ladies and gentlemen, how many seconds did it take? Right. If you introduction, can you see the screen now? The original, chapter 7. Now, can you read what I wrote there? How many chapters do we want it to be? Frequently originals and answers at, and contain, like, let's say 10 chapters, and contain about, that. And then at the end of it, it gives me my conclusion, and they ask me some related question. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that a book can be produced in minutes, this is what I'm talking about. All I need to do is read it now and edit it. It's longer to read it than to generate it. Because reader, so I'm able to clean that up. The next, we got our book, it and say, a title. Give is good is ask it. Please just 7 titles. Subtitle which will captivate the audience, which will captivate the as I'm typing in now. Look at that. Please, it's correcting me because I use capital letter. Now, again, I want you to bring your stopwatch out because I want to time it. How long will it take to suggest 7 top titles for the book? Oh, which will date our target and bestseller? Look, comma, and make the book a better. Okay, let's count down again. 3, 2, 1, and look at what happened now. Look at it. Can you see how long it took it? Look at the title of the book he gave us. Number 1 is Dirty Money. How? Look at what happened. Following the Money, a guide to terrorism financing exposed, a comprehensive. Know your customer, a quick reference to the future of financial crime, money laundering or mass. Can you see the title he gave us? The person that suggested this, that is writing this book, can you see what I'm talking about now? So you can use one title and then use the other one as a subtitle. You know the right? Okay. Now let's first chapter to write the first chapter of the book. Okay, here's the first chapter. Can you all see? I've moved it back now. And anybody can select. I've selected it now. Copy. Now listen. It's writing a chapter of the book, so I can read it. So now, please. Generate chapter 1 of our highly anticipated, because we are now looking for body content book under the chapter entitled, you can talk to a little boy, then you put a speech marks here now. So they know the title, introduction, and then you put speech marks on the last word. And who's got the stopwatch again? Who is that? Deliver on my promise. I told you, you write a book in a matter of minutes. We have minutes. Generate 1,500 or 1,200 or 1,000 words. 1,200 words. Chapter 1. We are telling it, we want the number of words and we want it to. Chapter 1 of a highly anticipated book under this. So you can see what the AI is going to do for us now. Again, if you're of nervous disposition, I want you to look away now. If you're somebody that is afraid of things, I want you to look away. But if you are, who's got the stopwatch? Let's count. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Here we go. I click it now. Ladies and gentlemen, he wrote the chapter. He gave us the references. Anti-money laundering and counterfeit. Look at what he said here. Can you see it? Can you all see this now? Can you outline? So just say, are you happy with what we're doing? If you're happy, come up with yes, please. This is a chapter of the book. He gave us the conclusion of chapter 1. And he's asking us 3 more questions relating to chapter 1. He's asking us, are we keen to expand this chapter to include more of this? So who suggested this book? Let's stop here. This is a quick demo. And anyone here that has ever designed a poster, if you've ever designed a poster, we have an app that is able to do, we have a web app now that is able to do that. If your website is in English, you want to double the money you earn right now. If your website is in English language alone, and you want to double to be able to get hold of the French-speaking audience, right? You want to double to get hold of those that are Spanish-speaking. You want to get hold of those that are German-speaking. I will tell you an app that is available today that will be in the website that you have to your target language. In seconds, this is what I'm saying. We now operate in seconds, not hours. This is why somebody was telling me, I don't know what the BBC interview, somebody was saying that Professor Imafi don't promise to double the hours in your day. This is what I meant. I'm saying all the tasks you are doing now, you have 12 hours. Watch your prayer meeting, to do whatever you like. No, ChatGPT, yes, because you are using ChatGPT. I don't use ChatGPT. What I'm using now is not ChatGPT. Thank you. I'm using a trained version of a newer app can wipe up everything. Or you knew what you may Lord everybody Lord, let me say, when you went to accounting school, you were taught some things and you worked on that and you memorized it. And since you graduated, you've been using those tools. What has happened, just like the fax machine became obsolete because the email and the email attachment came about. That has changed everything. Everything. So if your ChatGPT is giving you error, how much training did you give it? The current ChatGPT that is in the market, the standard one, does not have facilities for current website. You have to have a paid one. That means you have to pay a premium to be able to get that. But even after you have paid, the facilities that you then have with the paid one is nothing compared to open source development on AI. So that's about, if you are writing a book or you're writing any report or you're writing any thesis or you're writing a business plan, I can take you through that. It will be very easy for you to do because you are doing it in seconds. So you have more time to be able to now edit it, read it, reread it, and polish it. Just like I did for Princess Diana in terms of biography that I was blessed or fortunate to do. Okay, now I'm going to take some questions before I go back to my slides because I'm only on slide, oh my goodness.
Hello, Prof. Can I interrupt for a minute? A few people waiting to be admitted.
Okay. Everything that my so they should write on the corridor. Nobody.
chat. How you know, when I say it's impossible to do this in 1 hour, and the head of that department went ahead, checked it out in AI, produced a similar thing, and we came to the conclusion that this wasn't your answer. This was from AI. How do we tackle that?
Okay, now you can't put new wine in old wineskin. I believe every single person in education today, all of us, must eat humble pie and go to ground zero and start all over again. Because the curriculum I delivered last term, the term just ended now, for my master's level students, I personally was not satisfied with it. Because I interface with the industry all the time. I know the tools they are going to be using tomorrow is different from the tools we are giving them today. So the educational system, from the head of department to the cleaner in the department, must know that there's been a paradigm shift. Paradigm shift means everything we did before cannot be done the same way. Because when my great-grandfather was planning to travel, they planned and carried food for 6 weeks to travel from Lagos to London. 6 weeks. And some of them died of seasickness. Now, when my parents' generation came along, they traveled between Lagos and London in 6 hours. Listen to this. The paradigm shift that occurred in transportation for traveling from Lagos to London by ship, that was on waters. Now, my parents came along and they flew. The way the pilot does is different from the way the captain does things. What we have right that we call education is preparing children and the students for the industries of yesterday and not for the workplace of tomorrow. So if we teach them, that means how to learn. Number 2, how to learn. Number 3, how to relearn. I said 3 things now. That's what we should be laying. We cannot teach them the technicalities of tomorrow because none of us know what 10 years is going to look like. All of you saw Richard Branson, Elon Musk, you all saw them, and Jeff Bezos. I can't talk too much about some of the things going behind the scene. They are all going to space. Do you know why they are going to space? They want to develop intergalactic travel. If you're on this call, listen to this. Let me explain to you what intergalactic travel is. It means that when you want to travel from Lagos to London, your craft goes first of all into outer space and is reflected back to Earth. So it will be 15 minutes to travel from Beijing to Benin, and 15 minutes to travel from Benin to New York, and 15 minutes to travel from New York to Los Angeles. That means any 2 points on planet Earth will be traveled intergalactically. I know it's difficult for us to imagine that now. So going for zero space, it's not a joke. I mean, some people were asking me, is it really true? Because they saw my post on that. Those of you that follow me on Twitter and IG, Instagram, you will have seen some of my posts on this. They are not playing. They are experimenting with the next form of human transportation. So those in education must wake up and know that the motto I'm using now to teach my students was designed in 1440, 1440. You cannot use the Gen Z. Gen Z are digital natives. They put one hand in the pocket and they use one hand to operate their phone. And to them, it's fun. All of them are on TikTok. Now they've all migrated to Threads. If you are going to have this type of Gen Z, and you are holding on to this bilingual old-fashioned dictionary, say, to teach them French and English, we've lost the game. Because they now know more than us, because they have access to limitless information. We are holding on to our PhD, our masters, our DSc. Those are not relevant to Gen Z. Anybody on this call, I challenge you. I challenge you. I'm going to show you one AI program now that teaches 6-year-old kids how to understand undergraduate maths. I'm not even talking about sixth form. I'm not talking about year 11 now. I mean, somebody, the first year of primary school, has access to information of the last year of secondary school. I mean, how do you square that? The educational system is going to be completely rewritten. If not, our students will always be laughing at us because they know that their cell phone is more powerful than the biggest military army in the world. They know that. It's not that you and I, we are dinosaurs. And that is just like to died. So, folks, there is a paradigm shift. If we don't reorientate ourselves, we'll go dizzy and we'll fall down. And I don't want us to fall down. In this new information age, we must embrace it. I've got two more questions. Christina Aride and Omonua, are you able to type the question in the chat box, or the power area is limited to what's available on the internet? How do you navigate when this information is not available? Okay. Now, no, the power is not limited to what is on the internet. The power of AI is limitless. It depends on what you train it on. Let me show you one example of AI that is not. There are some AI that use the internet. There are some AI that are off the internet. Them giving data and trained on data. Oh, I think I should show you this. Let me show you. I'll blow your mind. Those of you that like music, just listen to this. I'm going to show you something to demonstrate this. Those of you that like music, and I'm going to ask you a question now, because we did an experiment with AI generates. If you have any more questions, please make sure you write it in the chat box. I'll read them out and then we can tackle it. Good. This is the third symphony. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a simple question. This is
for continents. What is it?
okay.
Oh no! I thought you make it so you get it from Nigeria. Yeah, I do get my own from Nigeria. No, I don't have. Oh, okay.
I'm going to make sure I get this up.
Hello, Professor.
Okay.
Please, I have a question, sir.
Okay, I want you to listen carefully. Listen very carefully. Listen to this music. Tell me by Mozart. This in D minor. Listen to this very carefully. have a that is worth £1,997. I have a ticket that is worth £197. Bach, by Mozart, by Handel, or any other. Please, this is a serious matter. You heard enough. Type in that box. Who composed that music you heard now? Compose that music. Oh, where am I? This is supposed to be an activity-based learning, you know. That music.
Play for maybe another 5 or 10 seconds, please.
You want?
Yes, please.
Okay. Because of God, I'll play it. Who knows this? Okay. When they play, you professors, 9, 10 gave answer. University professors of music, not of literature, not of drama. So what I'm trying to tell you, it's too late. Genius. At Murphy's Eye Hospital, there's something called Deep Mind. There's something called, they ask it to see, because I told you AI can see. This is what I'm saying, it's not just web-based. The popular ones, the ones you've seen, like they used in Wimbledon, this entire Wimbledon was AI. I don't know whether you heard that. The entire tennis match that was played from the first round to the final at Wimbledon was AI. So the reason why I'm putting this is that you that is here can very easily be running a six-figure business, million bucks, from a section of your computer, not the full computer. So you understand that the tool we have in our hands is too powerful for anybody to even begin to deceive you. So apart from the and the music, do you know, and guess what else the AI do to you? Your professional responsibility of our people is done by AI. Let me, okay. I'll show you quickly this because I'm going to come back and take some more questions. All right? I'm taking you to a place called Hittite, a therapist. So if you now, okay, let me share my screen. This is a therapist. So if you are giving and you do not embrace this technology, look, great to meet you. I'm Pi. I'm your personal AI. My goal is to be useful, friendly, and fun. Ask me for advice. Talk with your wife, your employer, or you are annoyed with the weather, you ask a question. Look at this. Say, I'm very sad today because I had some news about, say, my friend with COVID. and doctors are unsure of any medications to help. So, okay, this is the question. This is therapist, and I listen to this. What? Okay. Did you see what? I'm saying that long COVID can be very frustrating and scary. Of information can make it even more overwhelming. Would you like to tell me a bit more about your friend's experience with long COVID? So now I can write the symptoms include tiredness, blurry vision, insomnia, etc. Okay, now I've typed in there. Look at definitely common symptoms long COVID, though everyone experiences it differently. Has your friend been experiencing symptoms for a long time? Have they been to especially like a long COVID clinic to get? Did you see this? So when you from to engineering, somebody was asking about construction. Robots are already doing it in China and Japan. Robots are already doing it. Any physical job today is irrelevant. You can take it to the manufacturing plant. This is 200 cars every day. Not one single human being inside. That's even old news. If you have an Oyster card, how many of us have an Oyster card here? Type Oyster. Oyster card. An Oyster card, type Oyster, and then something that you can that will be up. Strike. Some of you don't understand why the train and the tube strikes and the wildcard strike for a long time. Your Oyster, go back to 19 when the train station, there was a human to you and asked where you were and told you what ticket was a human being and which platform to go to catch the train. June 2003, please write this and go and find this out. June 2003, they this quote unquote a trial that will assist passengers to be able to access without intervention. That's the fundamental. So that's why I kept saying that AI is not internet. AI can be a network. AI can be that we're talking is extensive. And I would want us to have a deep dive. That means go deeper. Like what we've done with leaders, the CEOs of the top that have looked specifically good, the bad of AI. Because all we are hearing is today, oh, AI is going to be a killer bot. It's going to kill all of us. There's going to be, those films that we have watched, films. Oh, this is, and then they destroy the whole world, and then everybody ceases to exist. Childish Hollywood fiction. You that is on this call have been using AI since 1987 in one form or the other. AI is not, what is new is the powered AI neural networks. Let me quickly share one or two things on my slide. Also answer that question. Let me pull up my slide from where we stopped. I did this. If you haven't seen this piece, let me just share this. I did African Voice and the signed an NDA with on disclosure. I did the piece. I just did it as a professor. My capacity now as a teacher is supposed to teach. Do you know it caused a stir? Because some of the AI proprietary programs had their name mentioned here, and they want to be in the public domain. So if you haven't received this, I'm ready to make this call gets it. 52 things every single person in business, whether you are employed by business or you are the owner of the business, it doesn't matter. You're a professional. Do not just know about ChatGPT, because that's the one that everybody's talking about, but other applications that are in your cell phone today. Is still cell phone that is more powerful than ChatGPT. 2 hours is not go through all of this. So if you're interested in that, thank you for I promise, and I'm going to make sure I make it available to you. Tuesday, there is a special meeting at LSC. If you back channel me or if you follow me on LinkedIn, if you send me an email, email is old technology. Let me tell all get onto email. And those of you using WhatsApp, we are praying for you. Because again, WhatsApp has been overtaken. Application, sharper application, more efficient application, and memory saving application. The tools we use in my school started to AI tool, not web again. And half of it was in the web, on the web, half was not on the web. So teach difficult concepts without any human intervention. Oh no, you shouldn't be scared. You should be excited. Anybody hearing this must be excited, because this is not the way we're into and ourselves. Technology is evolving, and that thing called COVID and the associated lockdown pushed everything. Phone now is no longer a cell phone. The Germans made it public that internet provision was national infrastructure. Please write this down. Internet production, internet provision. That means the fact internet is running, your app is running, as your light is running. And all the other governments now followed suit. And available to you now. This serves a guide on AI. When Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, and it was, if you haven't read that, then you have no right to use your phone. Switch your phone off until you can use it, because your phone, so-called phone, is more powerful than the entire computing power of NASA that put men on the moon. It's 700 times. Your phone that you are using to log on to this now is 700 times. This is part of the article that I wrote. It's 700 times more powerful. So if you're not running a 6-figure business from your on Fiverr.com, how many of you are on Fiverr.com? Fiverr.com, type Fiverr, just type 5. There's a website called Fiverr.com. There's another one called Elance. There's a third one called Upwork. Every professional on this call should be able to somebody they send money to in Ibadan. Remember, all the slides with you now is about this whole slide. I'm telling you now, can you get these slides came from now? 30 minutes flight from Lagos in West Africa. This is the beauty of COVID lockdown. They made us up. A high amount, looked, and we moved up. So the lockdown made Gen Z in Africa realize the need and the accessibility for broadband and data. And that then transformed using one single app to get multiple jobs. So Silicon Valley today is relying on one postcode called YABA. In Silicon Valley, I'm going to show you a translation software. Isaac on this call. We have developers in Lekki that earn $3,000 every month. They're in Lekki. They're not in London. So it's foolishness for you to say you're looking for a visa to get to London or to get a job. All you need is understand the power of your cell phone, because that thing is not a cell phone. They just lie to us. You don't even need a laptop. Excuse me. You don't need any top. You just need to top up your data on your phone, and you are able to generate income than the top end servants in the US, EU. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not me saying it. Everything is in this report. And if you are on applying this, I will take you to the Eventbrite and put the event page here. I'll pull up the Eventbrite page. I'll just rush through this. Okay, this is Jack Dorsey. Everybody on this, if you are able to sign up for the follow-up to this, I'll give you an Eventbrite link now. If you don't register, I'm not going to make it available to the public. Exclusively for Canuk and the related institutions that put this together. Because once it's made public, you will to it. People that are hungry is to set up 3 6-figure businesses. One of them as a blog writer. So they are writing blogs for different that you see every day. The other one has image generators. So they are generating content and what is called emails. I go on in box now. 7 out of 10 of them were generated by what? You guessed, AI. And I can show you how the discussion I had with Jack Dorsey is a founder. And they are available now. Amari eventually had a public discussion. Dr. Amari Mapido had a public discussion with Jack Dorsey about the importance of information and putting information in context in line with what? Cell phones. Jack Dorsey said Twitter one single word, ladies and gentlemen, just to exchange information on computers. What ported, or somebody would say pivoted, to cell phone, because many more people were viewing their Twitter on cell phone. Because I'm giving you what is with Elon Musk. You need to understand this story, why Elon Musk is doing what he's doing. Twitter, Mark Zuckerberg has now come up with a new Twitter, and he called it Threads. And pretends to have attached it to IG. On this, you don't have an East account. Please don't go to. Go and open one. If you open it under an alias, I mean, it's not your alias. That's name. Know your photograph. You can use your card. You cannot go to bed tonight without having an IG. If you don't have IG, you're not going to be linked to Thread. If you don't have Thread, your business intending over the loss of $10,000 every single month, period. Number 2, the gentleman here, we had dinner together in London, look at him very well. His name is Michael Bloomberg. He used to be the mayor of New York. If I ask you, his empire now is one of the biggest empires on planet Earth. Do you know the product he sells or buys? We were laughing here when we were chatting over that. These are inside stories of what will make the next unicorn companies. Unicorn means $1 billion. So if you have a cell phone and you made less than a six-figure money from it last year, I forgive you because you didn't use those any of those AI tools. Those of you that use your cell phone to forward funny videos and make them go viral, I need to ask you one simple question. Do you think that the cell phone is a toy? If it's a toy, why are people fighting for it? Or do you think it's a tool that would generate additional stream of income? You need to answer that question. But I don't mind you using that cell phone for entertainment after office hours, but you cannot use it only for entertainment. It's just too late because you are wasting a valuable tool. I have people working in Accra, Ghana today, and they are working on all the patient records for a clinic and the big hospital attached to it in Atlanta, Georgia. Because like you know, Ghana is ahead of Atlanta. So they pull out the patient records, check their insurance, validate it, all of them done in Ghana on a cell phone. On a cell phone, ladies and gentlemen, not on a laptop. So if you have your cell phone with you and you're making excuses, say you can't do medical transcription, you're lying. You can't do editing, you're lying. You can't do posters, of course you're lying. It's because you are using the wrong apps in your cell phone. And I don't want any call to go back to the old days. It's bad old days. You can't. Because the opportunities that has now befallen us because of what they tried to do to all of us inside that COVID lockdown. Oh, somebody was asking me earlier, when I put this up, they were asking me about Boris Johnson. Do you know why the Prime Minister was reluctant to give his cell phone out to those investigating the COVID thing? Do you want to know? This is not conspiracy theory, ladies and gentlemen. This is new economic practice and theory. Now, you don't need to be to high school. If you are not in high school, fine. If you're in high school, fine. You don't need to read computer. You're able to select and then cut, select, cut and paste. Somebody was asking about copyright and plagiarism. Let me answer that. If you go to one website and copy all your work and submit it, that is plagiarism. Submit it as your own. If you go to 15 different websites and copy what is there, and then put the list of the website where you copied from under a place called referencing. People call it reference, others call it annotated bibliography. Depending on what, I want you to know very clearly, hear me loud and clear, that the person that provided the references gets a discount. This is the new marking scheme that is going to in the new year. So you are allowed to copy provided you tell us where you copy it from. And reference. Allow read if you are using, I won't advise because that's, but if you are using, if you read, is there. And like I told you with Princess Diana's book, edit it. Remember, after writing the Princess Diana's book, put it there that I generated it. I said I should write the Queen Elizabeth II. I wrote the Elizabeth II in after. In fact, I shouldn't even tell you this. Let me show you. Can future address the issue of plagiarism as regards AI? So every single person hide that they use AI, you are damned. If you use AI and tell everybody that you use AI, show me this because seeing is believing. Okay, here is the book on Diana, and I'll show you this. This is the book on Diana. You all got that? What I want you to now do, go and type in Queen Elizabeth II inside your search engine. Can be Google, can be Queen Elizabeth II. Please go and type it in. And then next to it, type Professor Chris Imafidon. Please, I need you to do that. You have typed in Queen Elizabeth II, you will see why this many years ago. To tell you, we've been using AI for a long time. Type Queen Elizabeth II, and then from there type in Professor Chris Manfredo. This is the book that will come out. Look at this book. When the Queen was having her Platinum Jubilee, I was appointed. I had the benefit, I was appointed to be Her Majesty's chair of the STEM committee. Look at this book. This book again was generated by AI. I wrote it was generated by AI. This book won a BAFTA. So it is public knowledge that I use AI, and I use AI. That's the reason why when he became king the third, asked me to the coronation lecture. If you haven't heard it, I think part of it is on YouTube. I was not allowed to say so many things on that lecture, right? They didn't want me to be controversial. But show you, to tell you that, okay. So this is the coronation lecture I give. How artificial to change tomorrow's education to make it suitable for the coming generations. The lecture was because some technological company said it was not early, it was too early to say some things and make it available in the public domain. All right? When we met face-to-face at LSC on the 26th, if you can make it, fine. If you can't make it, there's a meeting coming up in Birmingham. If you're able to book it right today, face-to-face, I'll be able to, I will open an app in your own phone, not my phone. So you won't say I put it there before I came. And then see this event when the Blessed Queen was here. Okay, let me play this. When the Blessed Queen was here, go on my LinkedIn page. This is the reason why if you're not on LinkedIn, you are in trouble. Born to Code. There was a program we did on Born to Code, and that is where we then were able to establish that if you are in a shop, if you are a bus driver, if you are like a nobody, drop out of a dropout. There's what is called code and no code. These were part of the things they edited out of coronation lectures. Because the tech company that sponsored this event were very, very keen that too many things were not said to the public. And that's why, you know, the letter that Elon Musk signed the letter, and they sent it to us, also signed that letter saying they should halt AI. And that's the reason why they banned. That's why they ban AI in its. They legislated, the government banned AI. This is how frightening it was. So what I was telling my was that I want a village in Africa where we will specialize in the translation of the word into Italiano, and then have an electricity in that village that will control what happens in Rome, and all the major Italian enclave. Because we are involved in one of the economic war of all. And if we think that this cell phone is for making calls and receiving calls, or sending viral video about Buhari or that, nobody, any phone, any of those silly videos, except you can demonstrate through your LinkedIn, impressions you have, the tools you have, and because this is a tool. I will end in everybody on this call. Okay, this is what we're talking about. By giving everybody on this call the opportunity if you are still in your profession, to your profession is dictating. You go that they want non-doctor doctors. That means doctors that are doctors, but they are not doctors. I mean, doctors that did not go to 6 years of school, any training. Now, nobody will tell you. Stay paid to tell you this, and they're saying Boris lied. You know, the biggest joke in town is that Boris lied. Every one of them that is in the place of power today, in any country and every country, have either told half-truths about AI, told blatant lies about AI, or prevented you from knowing what AI is. Because if anybody told you what AI was, you'll be too busy using it to make translation business, transcription business, blogging business, business, marketing business, sales. All of you on this call have received a call from AI to sell something to you. When you get a automatically dialed number, it's not a human being. During the event, I'm going to show you some of those ones. So if you are running a business, whether it's sales, AI does all the communicating questions from your customers because you've already, when they say that when they say this. Then when it comes to your operation, AI has already done it. So what do you do now? What I do the strategic thinking and allow the manual job, the repetitive task that is boring, you do AI. You don't do it. If you do it, you are spending more on your job than time with your grandmother, your wife, your children. That's quality time for them, folks. You can't be using PowerPoint slides the way you used it 5 years ago. It's a sin. So one app I would recommend show you each app. The one for music, thank you. For those that guessed right, yes, it was AI that wrote that music. AI composed that music. And if you are annoying me right now, I will tell you one secret. When they said we should compose a music, when the queen, after the queen died, they said we should write a poem and music for King Charles, the new king that is coming. Can you guess what we use in writing it? Can you guess? No prizes this for guessing this right. No prizes, no, 0 prizes. The one can you guess? You know, since I think you tell it. Who wrote the song of the coronation? Thank you. Yes. When the president visited, who took the minutes of all the meetings? Who took the minutes of all the meetings? Okay. When I attend meetings now, after my meetings, do you know what happened? They wrote a report to me last year. Do you know what they said in the report? They said Professor Chris Imafidon is very dedicated because he has never missed any of our Zoom meetings since lockdown started. And they all were very happy for me. But do you know the truth? I never attended all the Zoom meetings. My AI went to go and attend Zoom meetings on my. And so when you look at the box you're seeing, all of you on this box, you know, this panel of boxes you are seeing now, when you look at this, let me show you the gallery view. You know, when you see this box of people, different people, whether it is on my bot. Like now you can see, can you see my two openings on this? Those of you that are on view, if you're on the gallery view on your Zoom, you will see that I'm on 2 different boxes now. One box you can see me talking, the other box you can see my photograph on it. Yes? Okay, now listen. I have my AI when you send me invitation to come, is it up on the Google, and when it's exact time for that meeting, whether you have password or you don't have password, my AI will turn on, and my AI will listen to everything you are saying. Have action points, my AI will know. My AI will take minutes of all the things who said what, when it was said, how it was said. And exactly 15 minutes after the meeting, my AI reports to me everything, action points. And if we book another meeting, like now we are saying, okay, this Saturday we couldn't finish all we're supposed to discuss. Next Saturday we are going to meet. My AI will now go to my Google Calendar and update it that next Saturday on the 30th of September, so my AI will report back. And my AI is controlled by somebody where? 6,000 miles away. When you now invite me to a meeting, my AI goes, because before when Lord meeting, and when there are two meetings at the same time, I will log into my laptop in the sitting room, log into my in my study, and be running in between the two of them. And then sometimes we have 3 meetings at 9 a.m. So I'll log into my sitting room, log in study, and then log into my this thing in the kitchen, and then mute it. And I'll be running like a head between 3 until I got my AI. My AI is 3 meetings at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. Not 12 meetings at the same time, not 20 meetings at the same time, 50 meetings at the same time, 60 meetings taking place at the same time from one device. If you had that type 6, invite me to come for a meeting at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and your friend also invite me to at 9 a.m. Another, attend all of them, 2 guys sitting down, hotel, whether it's me or my AI. This is the beauty of it. I did it, my own children, they were holding a Zoom meeting. I sent my AI to attend. My children, my biological children, fed. They could not say it was me or me. So you think go to. So ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm happy that our sister initiated, Flora is one of the best mothers we have in Israel. Flora heard and saw what I was saying on my television. I think 1.4 billion views. 1.4 billion views on what I said about AI and the book written by Prince Harry in general. It is impossible for a human being to do that, ladies and gentlemen, even if I have 15 people working for me. Okay, one of the AIs I use, there are 20, if one PhD, 2 PhD holders, 3 PhD, I'm not saying master's level, I'm not saying first degree. 15 PhD holders cannot do the one job that one of my AIs does for me. 15 PhD holders from Ivy League universities, that means universities that you know. One of my AI will outperform them. So this is what I'm saying, you are overworking yourself if you're a professional. And you are doing it the manual way. It's like somebody saying you park your car at home and you'll be using your walk, you'll be walking with your legs. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in human beings. What Flora told me, he said, please come and share the community. Because please, when I see a PhD holder is working as an Uber driver. A PhD holder is working. I said, why? What is your problem? What is your problem? He said, it's immigration. I said, no, it's not immigration, it's information. There are why every month, mentees, every month they receive their check from $4,000 every month. Now, there are undergraduates in the university that are using their, and they are earning more than doctors here. Why? Because they are able to do image manipulation, and then hybrid. And that's where the power really comes in. The power doesn't come from using one AI. It comes from using 2 or 3 back on back. Combine the powers of AI to be able to do what they said was impossible. What they told my grandfather was impossible. They told my grandfather was impossible. Now, you can sit in the comfort of your house and talk to me. Well, 12,000 business leaders in Birmingham. And by the end of today, I'm hopping to Japan to go and give a class in Japanese when I'm speaking English, because I have what is called an avatar. I have a Japanese avatar that talks to Japanese people in Japanese language, but I'm speaking English. Your economy is not Naira based. Your economy is not. Your economy is road based. Is neighborhood. Before, in my grandfather's generation, your neighborhood defined your salary. So if you lived in Birmingham, you worked in Birmingham and you fed in Birmingham. But today, I live in London and I teach. I live in London and I have students that I supervise in Texas every single week. I live in London, groups that I met in the Philippines, in spite of the time difference. And those of you that don't believe anything I'm saying now, please go and see some of my feed. Last week, my LinkedIn. By the way, I told you, don't go to bed with my LinkedIn page. If you page, please call my time. I don't have a LinkedIn page. So say, who has a LinkedIn page? You put up your hand. No. I want you to have a LinkedIn page that you interact with yourself at least twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Put there professional. You will not see me tell you on my Instagram page what I had for breakfast or what I have for dinner. This is not a joke. Please, joke, I won't come on this call. This is to change your self-belief that you are only a doctor or you are only a lawyer. No, you have enough technological skill and power in your cell phone. You don't need anybody to teach you. Don't ever ask me to start telling you a little bit, because it's made intuitive. I'm only just going to guide you. Nobody taught you how to use Zoom. During the COVID lockdown, all of us we were human beings before COVID. We became Zoom beings, Zoom, S-Z-O-O-M. All of us were on Zoom. We went to church on Zoom. They said my friend died. I couldn't go and even see my friend. We did a funeral on Zoom. And now I want to use Zoom again. Why? If you back your Zoom onto your social media professionally, 6-year-old that wrote a best-selling 6-year-old, 6-year-old, 9-year-old, and 10-year-old, they combine. So let me just finish by this I'm giving you. Don't share this link. If you share this link with anybody, you're in trouble. This is a private link. It's on Eventbrite. Don't share it. Don't share it. And we tell you how you can use to your revenue. And because I want money, if I'll be teaching only the banker. All right? If you go on now, yeah, okay. Let me show you this. This is how AI can revolutionize your income. I'm going to give you, okay, I put in there on it. Yeah, okay, let's page with you. And BBC is not because BBC think it's broadcasters, and you think they work on research, and because they do this, I will show you to come on this call. Remember, if you're a business owner, whatever you pay to Eventbrite, no, please click on for me to get everybody's email. Click on the link. If you're a business owner, remember this is business training. Once you get the letter from Eventbrite, it counts as part of, give it to your, it counts as part of your training because you are going to use it to make business. Okay, I'm going to resend it. Everyone in the meeting, there's an Eventbrite link. Please do not share this link with anyone. Capture everybody on this call. No, on this, you have to have a friend call so you can invite a co-worker or somebody that's doing any work for you. Like all the people doing posters for you, doing leaflets for you, you can invite them because we're going to use AI tools and we're using AI productivity tools. And we're going to use AI that is not commercially available. Some of them are not commercially available. So I need all of you, if you are now interested in AI, or you are interested in using AI to boost your income. It doesn't matter whether I'm an employee or unemployed, it really doesn't matter. All right? Want it in, we will send you the link. If you are able to register today, we will send you a specific invitation to a business meeting that is worth $900. You one dime, I guess, because I want to talk to you face to face before the event. You will meet me face to face. You will have training. I'm going to introduce you to my friend that came in from Joseph. He works with late Tony Robbins. On Monday, the 24th, all day, if you're a business owner. If you're hoping to be a business owner, then get on it. If you have something already planned, I'm going to have a recording of it and I'll let you have a copy of it. But it's better you come to Birmingham on Monday. If it's done, okay, I'll let you go on that. I would also want you to come LSC. If you can't make Monday one, if you can make Monday one, come. If not, come to the London School of Economics. I can give you all the slides here. It's different to me because I've not even covered, wanted to cover because of the, what I like about technology. Therefore, you have to be there to pick it up. You saw technology that failed during the coronation. How many of you saw that during the coronation? Let me explain. This came with an AI. The AI was attached to the cameras. So all the people that were coming to protest and wave to the queen, the king, there was an AI attached to all the cameras. So the AI identified troublemakers. During the rehearsals, screamed the loudest, were locked up. So you will see a lot of people were saying that the police was so very, very strict. They were strict because of what they saw on the camera, that AI told the troublemakers. So even the police uses AI. The underground uses AI. The hospitals use AI. The government uses AI. So why are you not going to? Because you are afraid? No. That is why you should use it, so that you can defend yourself. So please go to that Eventbrite. Don't share it. Anybody that is coming on that must indicate that they came from here, because this is exclusive. Do not share it. Do not share it on your social media. If you're an employer and you've employed so many people and they are working for you, yes, you can register on their behalf and they will come. And look at it. Let me show you. I am not getting a dime for it. I'm not doing it. Now let me show you So I'm not doing this because I said I would teach it. Teaching this. And all of you, I am. And I know you know how busy I am. Some of you know how busy I am. Those of you that follow me on social media. Okay, this is it. This interview that we did, the image here, can I ask anybody here, how many of you saw these bits that we did? And which images are real AI? Those of you that are very good at AI, I want you to be able to. A joke. So this is the page. And you click on tickets or a code. Those of you on here, don't go for VIP. Please don't go for VIP. Don't go for VIP. Go for the cheapest ticket. Go for the cheapest ticket that is available. Because whatever I give you VIP, I'm going to give you. Okay, it's even here. 1% of the proceeds to Royal and Africa. This look at it, it's here. This is the Eventbrite page. Now, this lady that you see, a great star. She showed them Joanna had to give special for them to speed read and use the phone to read than the book. Oh, I was going to be on this call. If I gave you a book to read, that is e-copy of the book, and I give you the same as hard copy, which one will you read faster in? Reading the soft copy or reading the hard copy? Please type hard. If it's a hard copy, type soft if it's a soft copy. As an actress, you have scripts before you know you are going to play. Thank you, Courage. Courage says soft. Thank you, Camden says soft. Thank you, Abby. Abby says soft. Thank you, Benga. Benga says soft. Yes. Okay. Now, how do you soft? Again, that for those of you who come here, because that's how Joanna Lumley is public knowledge. This was tweeted January. Can you see the practical advice? This is what you get. Now, what does CNN use AI for? Richard Quest on CNN. How does you know all the things you are seeing on CNN? What percentage of it is AI? Because you need to know this. And then I'm going to show you. Okay, of course, she used AI to work up to A-level mathematics at the age of 11. That's how she was in the news. I know you say, but we just said technology. Here, we just said she used technology. We didn't give the exact. All of these ones use AI. All of username, they have password, they have gamified things. So you say they are geniuses. No, of course, they are geniuses. They didn't read any textbook. They say yes, they didn't read any textbook. They are geniuses. No, all of these ones use AI. To double your reading speed is AI. This week interview, I said I was going to get all of you to have. You will go through the interview. Why? Why did Jack Dorsey tell Twitter to Elon Musk? This is no conspiracy theory. Hear directly from Jack Dorsey before the sale. And understand the trend that we're all riding now. All of us are riding. Don't say I'm not a social media type. Work for a church. You are a church. You can gain 10,000 cash every month thanks to Google. Let me explain this. Google has a pot of money because they don't want to pay AI-related taxes. The government wants them to pay taxes. They don't want to pay taxes. Guess what they did? They now said that they will give this money to who? To charities. If you run a charity or a non-for-profit in Africa, in Europe, in the US, in Canada, anywhere on the surface of planet Earth where Amazon lives, you get $10,000 every month. I will give you the exact website. Those of you that just I can write grants for $250,000 because you will tell the AI grant, just like you told you want to write a book. This is who you want to help. You want to help with else. You want to fight teenagers. Whatever you want to do, AI can do it easier, quicker, and faster. So, my final question, what to do with this is up to you. But I thank all of you for taking this Saturday off to listen. And I want to thank all of you that came, banner there. And I wish all of you the best in the new world where AI ain't nothing official about artificial intelligence. There's nothing artificial about artificial intelligence. Really, if you ask me, augment assistance humanity based computer code. Do not believe what you read in mainstream media. Yeah. Do not hear they are giving you. If I do not believe what you read about me, they tell you say at the coronation. But I'm ready to give everybody here, if you learn that, I'm ready to give you a copy of my unedited original coronation lecture. Not the one that they said I said, because they edited it, they cut out the ones that they feel threatens their current business model. That if too many people get to know about it, they will explain. No, I believe in, and the only reason why I exist, why COVID did not carry me home, was to make sure I give you this information. That book, like I said, was written before. All the songs you are going to show them. Grandmother that is having a produce an autobiography, writing one card, you produce a 400-page biography on your mother, or your grandmother, or your grandfather, or anybody you like. There are nuances. Don't use you are using now for bad. No bad. Bad is in Google. I didn't have time to. Bad is the new Google. Details of the LSC and the Google charity. No, you can't. If I gave it to you, you wouldn't know what to do. You need to come for the Eventbrite training. If you're that interested, please Eventbrite training now. If you don't, you haven't even heard a tenth of what I know about AI. I can't even tell you a tenth of what I know about AI at the time. Not that I don't want to. I can't even tell you. So if you are sure, if you are serious, then I will then get you into the next business training. If you register for this, because getting for free is over $100. The event, go and check it. How much it costs, right? The value on it is over. You're coming in as my guest. The weekend coming, because I don't just know AI. I want you to know AI to make money. More time available in the day. So, really sure you need any of this? If you want anything that is, please go and get it somewhere. The Eventbrite entails materials that you can't even get in the shop. So if you're serious, if you're a business owner, find this as because you don't have a business mind, you just. If you already do some side business, then come for this business. It's a business training. That's the reason why I said talk to your accountant. It's specifically, look at the title again, is how will it impact your business? Professional and you want to pivot to owning a business, come. If it's too expensive for you, please enjoy the rest of the day and go on YouTube and go on Facebook and follow me. If you think, how much are they even asking for? Oh my goodness, less than 200 pounds. You know that if you knew this 6 months ago, your life would be different. Please work out how much different by, because I'm going to half the number of hours you spend at your place of work, because during the Eventbrite thing, we don't want to. No. Each person, I will ask, what are your challenges right now? Each person what tools are relevant to you. So you are going to come and you do work. It's not another lecture where I'll give you loads of information and have sleep. No, you will come with your current business challenges. What are your business goals? What are your targets and what are the obstacles? And then how AI can assist to overcome the challenge. If you want for 5 years, and I show the entire book in 15 minutes, then you will know that the book sale you will have had for 5 years, you've lost that. All right? If you wanted to impact your community by getting $10,000 every month, and you run an NGO or you run a charity, or you have a charity that you want to give to them as a gift, fine. Join us in it. But we are not going to take any theoretical questions. All the questions we are going to take, like we've always taken, that course, when you start, let me see. When we ran the course for the city bankers, yes, that's true. Check it. It was $5,000. Check it. It was 4,000, and then plus lunch, it became 5,000. I don't know what lunch you can eat for 1,000. So if you're a business person, please consider it. Any questions? Does anyone have questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you use the AI to research when you are sort of writing an article?
We'll do it into that. The way we wrote the book chapter, we follow the same principle. And sometimes we might use a different AI tool. If we find out that the medical jargon that you are giving it is flying over his head, allowing it to hallucinate, we'll move that on. How many of you here? Because I did a deep dive in Clubhouse. How many of you in Clubhouse? If you're in Clubhouse, please type Clubhouse. Good. How many of you are in Clubhouse? Type. Oh, somebody's wanting to know what Clubhouse is. No, there's nothing magical about Clubhouse. It's an audio app that came up during the COVID. There's nothing magical about Clubhouse. Okay, if you're on Clubhouse and you follow me, you will see an old edition. Thank you. All those of you on Clubhouse, if you follow me on Clubhouse, you see what the that I. If you are not in Clubhouse and you are still a member of the Human Rights, please just go and use 5 minutes, open the Clubhouse and block everybody from. So when private and be able to listen to what they are saying. Clubhouse radio is not a radio for specific difference that address certain title. So,
And my second is, how do you use the AI to help to look at documents and then code the document and at the same time flag up range results?
that's why you give it they call it prompt engineering, because you see the difference between AI and Google is that Google, you just give it keywords. AI, you don't only give it keywords. You saw what I wrote. I said, I want this book to be a New York Times best-selling book. So for AI, you give it what is called prompt. And if you give it the wrong prompt, it will give you the wrong answer. This is why I'm advising everybody. Make sure you get the right education before you dabble into it. If you dabble into it, you will make mistakes. Not every ends up like the Diana success story. Some people use AI and they were ashamed to say that they use AI, and they then got into trouble with it. I put it in front cover, I put it inside, and I make it clear to them, and I even give the reference. So I gave the website, but I also put my commentary there, what I think of it. So if you're a medical doctor and you're not using AI, I know half your income. If you're a medical doctor and you do not have any AI interaction on a daily basis, 5 minutes of AI every day, I know you're losing half your salary. Period. No debate.
I have a question. I don't know.
Clubhouse, my name is Professor Chris Mafidon on Clubhouse, and YouTube is same. So if you're subscribing to my channel on YouTube, you can easily. Yes, that's right. That's right. That's it. That's it. I think 10,000 followers on Clubhouse, and every professional should be on Clubhouse. If you're a professional and agree, please do yourself a favor and make sure that your views on current development in your of training is reflected in all your across. Okay, I want to thank you for your attention. Thank you for your. I promised that I will give you a bonus for those of you that stayed to the end. And if you're a business person, I want to share a link with you now. If you're a business person, if you're not a business person or business-minded, don't bother coming. If you come to this meeting, the Birmingham meeting, make sure that you look for me, because I have something physical to also give with you, to also give to you while you're in Birmingham. I'm going to give you a link now. Go and register in that link, with that link, and anything to register, and you will be glad that I did you this great favor. What will be discussed, you will not even exist. Just bringing it to your attention is great enough. Making sure that when it's happening is another it's another beautiful opportunity. So I'm going to put it here. Thank you for being a good student. UP. If you're registered at Eventbrite, don't worry, you get a special on that. Power Momentum. Okay. Go down. My friend Jason and Tony Robbins, there are 12,000 people, 12,000 that are in business from all over the world that are physically there. So I'm just giving you this if you're a business person. Here we go. You private deal, okay, here we go. I put the last link there. Get a free ticket. Get a free ticket. I love you. I pray that I see you right at the top. As our American friends will say, multi-millionaires are going to use the power of your cell phone. That's the main things, folks. Because some of you now don't have, so we're going to make sure that you have and thank you very much. If you have a GO, you can give your GO a great present. Because they are calling me now.
Good evening, Professor. No, it's you've shared the link because I wanted to find out, what you use, because all the categories in Eventbrite, I didn't fit any of them.
Go for the least one in Eventbrite. You get, because you came tonight, you get the benefit of the best. So if you want, I can share it again. I can share you. Please just click on this. And if you think you can get more information from me, because we are going to have a whole day's deep dive, not this 2 hour or 45 minutes rush. This is for the bankers. These are the £1,000 are for the bankers. They still do that because the banks caters. Then the 2,500 are for specific companies that are. If you are a charity or you are here today, charity director, go for the lowest one. Because that's basically charities, but we are extending that to you.
Okay.
If you go back after today, provide your charity registration, provide full details, allow you inside the room. But if you register and you say that name Kanook special program, and then I have already told you you should come in charity. You're coming as a charity. Because if they charge you commercially, then they'll make you pay the thousands of dollars.
Is it possible to get the LSC one as well to the LSC event?
If you book to attend one, LSC one goes to you.
Okay.
Did you get that? The LSC automatic to you. Because we're going to do a new set of leaders. And we have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday training that is free. In fact, if you add the bundle together, the 15,000 bucks, because the LSC one plus the Birmingham one plus the intensive mind one, just doing one alone pay for any of the expenses you have to. So charity, take the charitable ticket and order it. After 24 hours, it goes back to what it was for. Opening up this window, because they say charity begins at home. Helping all companies that are already successful and allow our others to be minicab drivers or Uber drivers. I don't like such things. Thank you very much. So, down. You do one thing, follow me, because I said to, I've already said on Twitter, or half of it on Thread. If you're not on Thread, go follow me on Thread. If you're not on social media, I don't blame you. Look for your daughter that is between age of 15 and 24. Tell them you will pay them. They will be your social media assistant. If you don't have a son or daughter that is aged between 15 and 24 because they are Gen Z, there's a reason why they call them Gen Z. Look for your cousin, your niece, your nephew, and you will pay them this amount of money. Let them go and follow social media for you. If you are not on social media, you are losing. Only God will save. Getting the loan will make you take decisions that are radically different from what you are taking now. I even gave out invitation to the coronation on my social media page. There were a free invitation market. It was returning for $4,000. The Americans in London were wanting to buy that ticket for $4,000. I just gave it away. In the black market, if you go on my LinkedIn page now, there's still some opportunities for people to get invited to Buckingham Palace. Free. Because I am giving the charity, the work we do with the Prince's Trust, they give free one to charity. And if I'm busy on that day, and I just want somebody that I know to go, I'll just give them a ticket. And they go take photograph. Ask us, real ask when every single free tickets to give out. Free tickets on social media. Because it's for me. Okay, so we do a little kindness. And those of you, there's a song I want you to play for you.
Sorry, Prof. Before we go into that, I want to say something to thank you on this up.
Queen wants to say something.
Professor, yeah.
Go ahead.
Correction. So it's actually PAC who invited everyone to seminar, not professionals in accounting and commerce. So that's just a point of correction, please. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Flora. And Prof, I think it's been a beautiful presentation. I don't think anyone will have left here not having picked up some useful information that we need to act on and make changes in how we run our professional life. So, which stands for the professionals in our commerce, I want to say thank you. It's not new to you. We've collaborated before in the past. Seminars like these and educational events that can benefit our members in addition to social events. So this has been a beautiful session. I believe many people will get on the. I've been trying to register myself, and I believe I'll do it before I leave here tonight. And hopefully we shall meet you again there and in any of the other events. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, let's take it away. Why do you think I did this? I did this because some of you know Omotole in Hack. They told her she could go to a top university, teenager, and I just shared part of what I shared today, getting you information for the new world. And they then released as undergraduate students in Oxford. Let me play for you. You got to know what you really want. So let me play that. I'll play that out for you so that you can know what they really want. Oxford Bell. Oxford Bell. Fundamental. Okay, here you got to, ladies and gentlemen. And I enjoyed the company, and I hope you enjoyed mine as well. And you're going to let anybody.
They wanna have fun, girls wanna have fun. They just wanna have fun. They just wanna girls just
That's our goal. How many of you in that software picked it up? My AI software picked up in the yes, because my software recognized that Nigerians are black and they toxic. So you can honestly you can do in life now without the assistance of AI. So thank you. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my interaction with you. And please enjoy the rest of the weekend. God bless. And please go and have fun and have FUNDS, fun, money, and have fun, FUN. This is fundamental. You got to have fun and you got to have funds. Amen. Go and achieve your powerful and most exciting time of your life. And Auntie Flora, say something.
Say thank you, Professor. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Everyone, it's been a wonderful night. Hope you have a good weekend.
Have fun, have some fun.
Sorry, before you go, so I have been sent a free ticket to the Momentum event in it's the same one as the AI boost.
Excited. I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
I said I used the link you and I've been sent a free ticket to the event in. Is that the same as the AI boost on
No.
Eventbrite?
I just gave that as a bonus.
Oh,
I gave that
that's
as
a
a bonus
bonus.
to business people that are in
Okay.
Birmingham. I'll be there and look out for me so that we can meet.
Okay, sir.
So
All
the
right.
last link I gave was just as a bonus. But
Ah.
if you fill in the Eventbrite link, you will get everything. You get Birmingham, you get London, you get LSE, you get the next weekend,
Mm.
and you get to know which AI will help you specifically to do which tasks. The
Okay.
Birmingham one, I just gave it to you because I'm feeling generous.
Okay.
And I know
So-
that
so it's the
if
same
you're
day.
able to come to Birmingham, we'll have some fun together.
Okay.
But I'm pasting the link, Eventbrite link. Please go and charity ticket
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's going. I know it's going to go up because everybody's talking about AI every day.
Mm.
Click the Eventbrite link and do whatever they tell you. Use the lowest one. I think the 194.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go and have fun.
Okay.
Let's have fun and let's have some funds.
Mm.
FUNDS. Fun. FUN. Fun.
Good night.
We must have fun after we've had funds. Don't just
Yes.
use telephone for fun. You got to use it for funds. I hope you got that. Because you're accountant, you have to count the money. If you don't have money, you can't count. And you don't count. So go get the funds. Thank you very much. I love your patience. You had technical hitches at the beginning where we've proven to everybody that we fight. Oh, Omonuwa, we should play Sir Victor Wifo for you. Araba Dede, there's a song that Victor Wifo sang, and he was saying that if you are investing in rubber, rubber has collapsed. Now change your business. Because that's true. If you are investing in raw rubber, nobody buy anymore because they're synthetic. Now, ending human beings. So let's see, can we get Victor Wifo to for us? Sir Victor Wifo was a great guy. Let's play that for audience. Because Sir Wifo, we miss him. Whether it was COVID that carried him, you know, because he talks about Haraba there. Victor Wifo. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Rubber, the price of rubber has fallen. That's what the song would say. There's been a paradigm shift in the economic development of the world. Rubber is no longer as valuable as it was before. That's what Sir Wifo told us. That's a mini NBA. You got to build stocks, new businesses, and you got to pivot. You can't be a rubber tapper and still make as much money. That's what the great man should taught us in that song. It's not just entertaining, it's informing, and it's empowering. Araba Dene. Whoever is buying rubber, know that rubber has collapsed because there is synthetic. Now, the computer is telling us artificial intelligence is here. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you.